Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mightyoxtrading, your one-stop shop for all futures prop news, discounts, and deals. Here's your futures Propfirm discount snapshot for today, Wednesday, August 6th. In this daily video, I run down the newest discounts that are ending, and all other currently running discounts from all the biggest futures prop firms. All discounts are current as of the time this video is published. Any new deals announced throughout the day will be announced on our Discord, social media, and then discussed on tomorrow's snapshot. The links and codes for all the discounts and deals are found in the video description below. Before we get started, if you mind goring that like button for me, subscribe. You can also click on that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I put on a new video or go live at the live stream. Let's get started, shall we? Apologize if you hear my coffee pot in the background. Also apologize for yesterday when I somehow turned off the mic right as I started. I know what happened. I tried to adjust the mic. There's a button on the mic that mutes it, and I didn't realize I hit it. So that was that. So anyway, let's get into this. Our new format here, we're trying things out. We'll continue to adjust this and make this better as we go on. So let's get started. First of all, our direct-to-funded deals. You notice 35% off seems to be the major sale here in direct-to-funded. Tradeify 35% off, Lucid 35% off, FundingTicks 35% off, DayTraders 35% off, TakeProfitTrader 30% off direct-to-funded, and 50% off their straight-to-funded plus. Now, I need to do more research on what exactly straight-to-funded plus is. I don't know why these companies got to continue to try and reinvent the wheel and make things more complicated, but there's some sort of point system to the payout. I don't get it, but I will. I'll work on that. But check them out. If you want to know the cheapest to most expensive in that, because we're still working on a chart as well, FundingTicks is actually the cheapest. Tradeify comes in second, Lucid third, and DayTraders fourth. If you want to know which way I would rank them, as in if you wanted to get direct-to-funded, it would be Tradeify, Lucid, tie between FundingTicks and DayTraders. So there is that. So let's move on to regular evals now. Tradeify, 35% off all evals. They are my number one overall firm. This goes throughout the first half of this month. Grab them. You're allowed up to 5 accounts. TakeProfitTrader, 40% off, no activation fee, and you get your eval fee refunded on your first payout. This is called, they're calling this a flash sale, and they say it's going to end this week. Now, I don't know which part is the flash sale, if it's just the refund or the fact that they put 30% up to 40% off. So I don't know what exactly ends this week, but if you want to take advantage of this full deal, now is your time. My Funded Futures, 15% off all their evals. Remember, they redesigned and redid their evals. The core, which used to be called Starter, and it's changed some, is the cheapest overall end-of-day 50K account you can get. It is just 66 bucks all in. Remember, no activation fees on My Funded Futures either right now. Next up, we have Bulenox. So this is where we get into our cheaper evals, and then you end up paying activation fees. 83% off the intraday evals. That's a code MOT, and then 75% off end of day, which makes the end of day very cheap. One day I need to do a video about whether you should look at all-in fees or just plain eval fees, but this makes Bulenox the cheapest overall evaluation before figuring in those funded setup fees. Apex, 80% off all their evals. Use code Mightyox there. Remember, you're allowed 20 accounts at Apex. As I usually say, if you can't get one to pay out, you shouldn't be doing 20 though. So, but if you're starting to get those consistent payouts, go ahead and increase that. Maybe look into a copy trader and see how that goes for you, but go slowly. Next up, Legends. We haven't talked about Legends a lot, and I need to start talking about Legends more. Legends is another good company. They're 70% off. They're going to be launching direct to fund soon, but we're not worried about that until it happens. But 70% off, and they allow 10 accounts. They're one of the few that still allow 10 accounts. Give them a shot. Guy owns a brokerage. I did an interview with him a few months back. Check that out as well. Lucid, one of my newer firms that I added in the last 6 weeks or so. 40% off all evals. They're another one that has no funded setup fees, so a good all-in option. Gonna be doing an interview with them sometime this month. Not sure the exact date yet, but they got some new changes coming. They announced the first one a couple days ago. Project X is coming on board as a platform. Before they said Rhythmic. And we'll see what happens with other changes they make this month. FundingTicks is another new one I added in the last few weeks. 35% off all their evals. They were a big player and are a big player in the Forex space, coming in the futures, and they want to dominate, and it looks like they're trying to. Another great option, especially all in. Phidias, 70% off all their standard evaluations, 80% off what they call their one-time payment evaluations, basically without activation fees. Again, they didn't need to come up with a new term for it, but that's okay. And we have TradeDay, and here's something I did not realize until yesterday about TradeDay. I always say that, TakeProfitTrader has the best overall payout policy in futures because they allow daily payouts in sim funded. I found out yesterday that TradeDay does as well. Once you're above buffer on TradeDay, you can get daily payouts in sim funded. So definitely, that's another big thing for TradeDay. They are 40% off all their evaluations with no activation fees. Makes it the cheapest overall intraday. But remember, they have they have 3 different types of drawdown: intraday, end of day, and static. So you should definitely give that a shot now. They moved it to my top 10. And then our final 3 that we have, I have 5 that we have listed here. Chronos, 25% off all their evaluations, 70% off the activation fee, and buy one, get one, but you're limited to only one. So there is a BOGO here, limited to only one. Not like Funded Features Network where you can get multiple, but give them a shot too. I really like what they have to offer. They've been around a few months now. I added them recently because I liked what I saw. Elite Trader Funding, 80% off all their evals. Pass one, get one. So when you pass your account, you get another free account of the same size, which is another great incentive. Not only do you get a funded account, but you get a new evaluation as well. I did an interview with their CEO. It's up now on YouTube. I'll link it at the end of this video. Check it out. I've had an on-again, off-again relationship with ETF. And after, speaking with the CEO, I really like what I'm, hearing from him. It's very straightforward, good interview. Check out what he has to say. And spoiler alert, listen to what he says about a possible addition of a crypto Propfirm or adding crypto to ETF in that interview. Next up, we have DayTraders. They're 85% off all their intraday evals. Remember, with DayTraders, it's a one-time fee only, so you don't need to rush to get it done. And last but not least, TheFuturesDesk is 20% off all their assessments. Remember, they call them assessments. But you know what? Assessments wasn't going to fit in that little box there, so I still called it evals. Wow, I really gabbed. This is a long video. Anyway, here is your account comparison sheet. You see it's Bulenox and Apex leading off there. Tradeify's intraday, Top Step, Phidias, Legends, TradeDay, My Funded Features, Core, and Alpha Futures. Well, we figure in those funded setup fees. There you go with TradeDay leading the way. Remember, that's an intraday drawdown. Remember, you are allowed 3 funded accounts now with TradeDay. You're allowed 6 evaluations. So if you pass all 6, you could put 3, just in spare in case you lose a funded. My funded features cores are cheapest overall end of day evaluation. FundingTicks and Phoenix, TradeDay, Static, Tradeify, Lucid, TradeDays, end of day, TakeProfitTrader, my funded features scale. Bulenox, Apex, Bulenox, and Legends lead off the 100K side. Tradeify, Phidias, Top Step ETF, and TradeDay. Once you figure in those funded setup fees, it's TradeDay once again leading the way with $120 all in. FundingTicks though comes in second. They allow 3 accounts on the 100K, or 5 on the 50K, I think it is. But this is EOD, OTP. You know me. TradeDay, Static, Chronos, Tradeify, Lucid, TradeDay's end of day, Phoenix, and the FuturesDesk round out our top 10. So there you have it. There's your Futures Profit Discount Snapshot today with audio. Hope everyone has a great day today. We will see you tomorrow. As always, though, remember, you need to check out our Twitter and Instagram. You need to go and come join us on YouTube and join us on Discord. That's all we got. Bye.